Morning, y'all. Stacy Rush here with You Know What on More Radio. I have a message for those of you who still believe that government is the answer. How about this doing what they always do? And that is, instead of accepting responsibility that they really botched up this Ebola breakout in Texas, they're starting to blame the young lady who got on a plane. She calls, she may not have been 100% honest about not feeling well, but come on. Why would government not err on the side of common sense? Why? She had a fever of 99.5. The threshold is 100.4. She had direct contact with an Ebola patient who died in Texas. Why on God's green earth would anyone at the CDC okay her getting on a flight? My point here is not to make anyone panic. I still don't believe we need to be panicked. My point is, government is not the solution to all that ails you. And most people have been brainwashed in some way, shape, or form to believe that government knows best. They do not. You know what best to feed your children. You don't need the government telling you what kind of food that you can feed your children. You know what's best as far as education is concerned for your children, and you certainly would have had more common sense than someone at the CDC who's trained in infectious disease okaying someone who had direct contact with someone who has a deadly disease with no cure getting on a flight with 144 of your fellow American citizens. They are morons, and you need to wake up. Democrats believe in big government. Republicans supposedly don't believe in that. They are the lesser of the two evils, and you have a choice this election in 2014. You can choose to continue on with the people who see global warming as a bigger threat than ISIS. You can vote for the people who would want to protect you more from obesity than they would from Ebola. Or you can vote for the GOP. You may not like it, but trust me when I say you're buying into a stereotype of what a Republican is. And although I say you have a choice of a lesser of two evils. Establishment Republicans are not much different than Democrats. We need people who will follow the Constitution, who will limit government intrusion into every aspect of our lives, and who will, dare I say, use common sense and tell someone who has a fever, who is in direct contact with the bodily fluids of someone with a deadly disease, don't get on a flight. That is my message for you today. Wake the hell up. It's time. We need to band together as Americans. Stop being beat down by the PC dumb stick and demand that your representative, whether they are a Democrat or a Republican, secure our borders and stop flights from countries who have an infestation of a deadly disease that there is no cure of. Use your common sense and act. And then join me on Monday nights at 10 p.m. on More Radio for You Know What with Stacy Rush. Y'all have a good day.